Hi all, today I'm going to show you how to be using Quizizz through the eye of a language teacher. There's lots of cool features you can use, so hopefully this is going to be super useful and super exciting for you. Let's dive in. Okay, so you can see that I am the Quizizz UK and I've got access to the free for schools access. So it means that if you have 5 members of staff in your school who are using Quizizz, you can have access to lots of premium features, highly recommended people. So I'm going to go into create and you can see you have different things and they are different areas. I'm not going to be doing a tutorial on everything, just show you what I think is really good for language teaching. You got the assessment, which is brilliant, interactive videos, I'll show you that, and the flashcards. Passages are right, not bad at all, and lessons, this is very good, but I'm going to concentrate on these three today. Let's have a look at the assessments first of all, and I'll show you some features. So let's click on assessment. You can generate with AI, which I think is super exciting. And you can create from scratch if you want to, or you can import from worksheets and questions, which is also very fun. When you click on this, you have several possibilities: text prompt, websites, and YouTube. What I like putting stuff about websites, for example, here. So I've got this website here, El Mundo, and I'm going to copy the link, but I'll show you there's something slightly different you can do afterwards. So if we go back into Quizizz, I'll pop it here, and what output do I want? Do I want it to be in English or do I want it to be in Spanish? It doesn't really matter. It's really up to you what you want. So it's maybe in Spanish for the people for the classes who are really good, or in English maybe to start checking your comprehension. Check the number of questions you want. I will highly recommend you to put 10 or 15 probably, so you can whittle them down afterwards. And what subject is word language? Because it's a complicated matters, I'm going to go on to a Spanish website to get some articles. I would say year 12 or maybe year 11 would be a good one to do. So I want 15 questions. I'm going to be generating a quiz by just clicking there. So you have to be patient. It's usually quite quick, and you will see what we'll come up with. There we go. We have the outcome already. It's very quick. You can see that I've got my 15 questions. I would highly recommend you to check them. That's very important. Always double, triple check the output by AI, because it could be obviously incorrect. So it's up to the human to decide what you like. And obviously you have 15 questions. You can keep it to 10. But again, it's really up to you to decide what you want to do there. If you wanted to update the language, say, oh, finally, I really wanted to have that in Spanish. Well, that's highly feasible. It's not a problem. Just click on AI, and you can go on to translate to, and you go translate to Spanish, and you can see. But you're gonna have to do that question by question. Sadly, unless you start doing that at the beginning, and you can see that it tells you what you have here. You have it in front of you, and if you're happy with it, you can apply it or discard it. It's up to you. So you can have all that in Spanish or all that in English, or if you wanted to have a mix of both languages, where you can just need to edit, and you could potentially have the answer here, the question here in Spanish. Maybe you could have the answer in English here, or do the opposite if you're fancying some different types of skills. Okay. To have your quiz, you can do many things. If you want to download it as a worksheet, actually, people don't have devices in your school, or you want people to be off devices, which is fair enough. Just click on that, and it's going to be generating a PDF. You can change the font size also, which is great. Okay, and you can print it. You can shuffle the answers. You can shuffle the questions to have something slightly different. Maybe you can hand in different things so people don't copy each other and stuff like that. And you got more settings if you wanted to. Okay, you can change that. It's very clever. Obviously, you can play game online, but it's always a good possibility to actually have the article read, and at the same time, you can shuffle your questions and have different people answering the questions, but in a different order. An alternative to copying and pasting the link is the extension. So you may see that I've got the Quizizz extension onto my computer. It's you go into the Google extension site and just add it for free. It's nice and easy. You log in, And again, same thing. You can you can create some different things here. So I want to get a multiple choice again. I change it. It's going to be trained to generate exactly. I want to have again 15 questions, and I can create a quiz straight away from that. So it's going to be just by clicking on that without doing anything with the link. It's going to go back into my Quizizz app, and just by clicking on it, it's going to be creating a quiz straight away. Should be something very, very similar to what I've made before, maybe with different questions and stuff, but it's another way, having the extension to actually create something. There you go. What you notice though is because the website is in Spanish, it's going to be all in Spanish. But again, you have the possibilities if you wanted to change it into English. Okay, so but it's going to have to be done question by question, and you can also at the same time check, which is also a good idea. Okay, so we have done from website two ways. Now, documents, classic, it's very straightforward. Upload from a device, from your device, we import from a drive. You have document onto your computer. You want to change it into a quiz. It's just do that. It's really straightforward. What I really like though is take a picture. So I try to share how it works and how easy it is. Okay, so you can see my phone. I'm going to be using the QR code. Okay, you can see it's there. So Quizizz, I've got the app on my phone, which probably helps. But you probably don't need to have the app, to be honest. Now, what I need to do is I need to go and grab the text. So I'm going to go onto this book here. And I have this book from the language gym, Spanish. So I'm just going to be taking a picture. A bit dark there, but that should do. Once it's done, you can see at the bottom of my phone to add more. I can add more pictures to it if I wanted to. I am not going to do that. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to be clicking on done. You can see that I haven't done a great picture actually. I'm going to retake it because I don't really want to have the stuff next to it just in case. So I want to be doing a good job, and I just go and do this. Okay. So now I should have all of my text, even though there's a bit of a shadow on it. I am going to be clicking on done onto my phone. What's going to happen there? It's telling me that I can upload the image to Quizizz. Very clever stuff. And now you can see the interface is going to be changing onto the right hand side, and I'm back now. My phone is done. Okay, I've got Quizizz also on my phone. My phone is done there, and I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, phone gone. Now you can see that here I have my document, which is my picture has been uploaded. I click on done, and again back to the same interface here. I've got my image which has been uploaded. The output language is going to be here in English. I can change it into Spanish if I wanted to. I want 15 questions. It's world languages, and I'm going to put it to year 11 because it's GCSE level, and I'm going to be generating a quiz. And technically, it shouldn't take too long to do that. There we go. I've got my questions on Camilo, and based on that document, and the only thing that I had to do, I just had to be clicking or using my camera on my phone and just getting close to the text that I wanted to create a quiz with. And again, it's pretty amazing. It's really, really quick. I just have to save it and publish it, and all done. I can share it with the pupils in my class. Okay, the third thing I'm interested in is the YouTube. So I've got a video here, French video on explaining what Halloween is, and I would like it to be to have a quiz done with Quizizz. However, these days now there are new rules, and they are not allowed to be changing a video into a quiz, which is fair enough. It's about, if you have a look there, you can't do it. It's no longer allowed. It's not supported in Quizizz because of privacy and compliance guidelines. Absolutely fair enough. So there's a way around to do that. So I'm going to be putting the link of my video so you can see that it's Un jour en actu. I can add a question manually if I wanted to, or what I could do also is you can potentially use some videos which have been created before, which are on the platform. Then you have plenty of things there. It might not be in the target language that you're looking for. However, what I want to do now is I'm going to be going into here. I'm going to try to get a transcript. So I have something called GLASP onto my computer. I can get a transcript of the video, which is there. It's in French. Okay. I can create a summary of it, as you can see on the right hand side. Again, there's an extension GLASP, you can do that. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back into Quizizz, and instead of putting the video link here, I'm going to go into text prompt. I'm going to put my my quiz there, transcript. Okay, I can get rid of the time and stuff like that. And I want to have 15 questions again. Always good to have more than not enough. And I'm going to put it onto year 9, maybe, or year 8. And I'm going to continue. It's going to be creating a quiz on my video, so I can show the video at the same time. And look at that, it's with my script that I got onto the YouTube video. I managed to get a quiz live, done that very, very quickly again. Okay, and there we go again. I've got a quiz which has been organized thanks to video. So again, it's not direct. Okay, so just by remaining on Quizizz, there are other ways around if you want to be creating a quiz straight away from a YouTube video, but we are working on Quizizz at the moment, and this is the best way to do that. Okay, this time around I just want to get a simple vocab test. Vocab test, it would be on a document, but I can also add it as a text. Copy and paste from a text. So if I paste my text here, you can see I've got the French on un peu on the left, then the translation on the right hand side. Again, same thing. I am going to be doing 15 questions. Year 7, year 8 is probably pretty good for these ones here. I'll continue. And with a bit of luck, it's going to be creating a quiz again with, again, very, very quickly with AI. Again, super quick. You can just pop your vocab into it and it's done. You continue to edit it. Usual business. It works a treat. Okay, so we have done an array of things already. You may have noticed that we just have multiple choices. That's what we had all the way, but you could create something from scratch also, because you can use an array of questions and multiple choice. We've been doing that quite a bit. Filling the blank is a good one for languages. I think it's a good one. You can draw, which is a fun one to do. Video responses and audio responses would be absolutely amazing for languages. With the school access that we have, we can record things, but we cannot edit them afterwards. We cannot mark them. So you need to subscribe to Quizizz, which is absolutely fair enough. They have to make some money one way or the other. So these two things have got massive amount of potential if you want them to practice pronunciation and stuff like that, for example. There. Some match, drag and drop, hotspots are good. I'm going to show you something I've done earlier, like for doing cooking. If you go into my library and doing something testing. Right, let's have a good look. Let's preview it. I'm going to try to preview it like if I was a student. And okay, so well, I quite like working with food and stuff now. So let's say this is the macarons. Okay, see you get a number of points the quicker you go. So your drop down menu also, which I think is a nice one. Un croissant, submit it. Again, the quicker you do it, the more points you get. And next one, I quite like this one where you put things at the right place. You put them, so un éclair au chocolat, une chocolatine if you're in the southwest. Otherwise, I'm going to be told off, but it's okay. Chausson aux pommes, pain, raisin, and chouquette. Submit. Okay, so you can drag and drop unlike that. This one also, if you put that, I've got some landmarks here, and I've got 4 possibilities, and obviously try to put them in the right place. So Arc de Triomphe and Notre Dame Cathedral. I could write that in French too, obviously. Submit. And the last question, again, another type of questions where I think this one's got lots of potential. You have some chunks and you want to translate a sentence. You can have a quiz of that if you're based on something very specific. So je vais au collège with by bus, so en bus avec mes amis le mardi. Okay, so you can have some chunks there. You can have lots of sentences you've been working on, and again 980. That have been quite quick, and I will get whatever amount of points. But these different types of activities are good. You will see multiple choice is brilliant. It's very fun. But it's good to have something different. And again, if you have access to the speaking or if you have access to the video bit, you can really enhance the teaching there and then. Another cool thing that you can do with Quizizz is create some interactive videos. So again, you could be using the Quizizz library. You could be using your own videos if you have one already ready. But you can also use YouTube ones. You have various sections, a Khan Academy crash course. You can be looking for some stuff specific if you have any. Okay, so here I'm going to be using one that we bumped into before. So if it's a long video, you can trim it, make it smaller, etc., etc. So here I don't really want to because it's quite a short one. I'm going to proceed. And I need to watch the video and add the question little by little. So just show you what the gist is. And very quickly, let's do that.
À quoi ça sert?
Une question. C'est quoi Halloween?
Okay, so we have a question there. Let's say I want to be using a multiple choice. So, who invented Halloween? Okay, and there you go. And I click on save. And I move on, okay? And I can create as many questions as I want, multiple choice question. And I need to publish it. Obviously, I've got only one question there. Here I have my video, and I'm just going to preview it. Preview as a student.
Halloween, c'est une fête très très vieille. Elle aurait été inventée par les Celtes il y a plus de 2000.
Okay, so we invented Halloween. So we have 4 possibilities. I'm going to write the Celts. Again, my question could be
Selon
anything.
cette tradition, la nuit du 31 octobre.
And after that, you keep going, and you could have multiple questions on the video, and you get your quiz. So it's great. You have lots of little questions. So people have got to pay attention little by little, and I think it's really, really fun to be doing this. Okay, another one that we can do is the flashcards, which is new. Some other websites or apps do that, but you can create this with pasting text, putting document or topic or an article. I do think that for language learning, it's quite handy to have flashcards with some vocab. So I'm going to paste some vocab. You recognize the vocab I used earlier on. I'm going to generate some flashcards. As you can see, it's been really, really quick. You have to obviously check. It's been done by AI again. So what you want to do now, you can have a quick preview before publishing, and you can flip a bit, un peu, okay, and you keep going, and flip again, très and very, okay, so that's fine. It seems to be working nicely. There are 24 flashcards. I am going to publish it. Done. And when you're actually previewing and assigning to your class, for example, you can practice a pre-read. So if we do a practice, you have this, and you can see that they learning with a know and flip. So you can see on the other side. You also have the possibility of having the pronunciation. I think if you go into read aloud, if you go into that section there, it's going to be reading the text. You can change the language. I was not super impressed though with the TTS, the text to speech. I think they definitely have to be doing an effort here. It's not great, but I wouldn't use the TTS here because I think they really need to improve it. It sounds very robotic, so it's not great. But what is good is if you set that as a homework, for example, you can see in your data how long they spent on it and if they've done it or if they haven't done it. So it's quite handy. And it's a good way also to be learning vocab one way or the other. Okay, so far these are the best thing for me in Quizizz that I can use for language learning. I hope this has been useful, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. All the best. Bye bye.